Questions for Mike? Mike, at some point last year, I think it was early in the season, you talked about coming over from San Francisco, winning program, how it takes time to build and to put all this stuff together. I guess, what sort of progress have you seen over the last year being in the second camp with Sean here for the second year in terms of working toward that type of program?
Well, I think there's certainly an internal belief more than there was when I got here a year ago. There's people believe that we can win. People believe that we're on the right track. People have bought into the program, and I think that's the biggest key is the continuity of year to year and how this thing keeps building as you add and subtract players, as you add and subtract coaches. It's been a great deal for us to continue to learn the little nuances of what's going on here. Obviously, VJ's stuff on the other side of the ball and Sean's and Joe and all their stuff on our side of the ball. That extra year allows the development and the skill development to gain that confidence to keep moving forward. And I think, like we all talked about last year, you got to learn how to win is also learn how to stop beating yourself. And I think with the experience of another year of doing this all together, I think that's going to help us go a long way.
That internal belief, did it sort of take root last year when you got on that winning streak after 1-5, or was it sometime since then?
Yeah, I think it gradually builds. I think certainly it definitely materialized a lot last year. The win streak that we went on and only being a game or two away from making the playoffs and being able to do that with the position that we put ourselves in the 6 weeks to start the season last year definitely goes a long way because we went pretty much a full 180 there. And the way that we finished that season and the things that we did well, we built on, and the things that we didn't do well, we identified, and that rolls over into the spring. And the spring, you gain confidence moving forward to the fall, and certainly that's all camp's about is just building that confidence going forward to a long 18-week season. So I think we're on the right track. We're not all the way there yet, but that's why we got to keep learning.
Sometimes with young quarterbacks, in Bo's case, they get afraid to make mistakes. And when they're in a derby or a competition like this, he took deep shots down the field. He ran the ball. What does that say when you're on the field with them, or you see a young quarterback show that type of aggressiveness? What do you see from that when you're in your position?
Well, certainly you see a guy that's not afraid to compete, and I think that's the biggest factor for him as he's come into this camp is you can put yourself behind by playing hesitant, and it certainly is a mistake that probably every player makes at some point in his career, and especially as a young guy. And we haven't seen any of that from Bo, and that's been a really, really cool thing to watch. And certainly he's going to keep building on that and that confidence too. And I said it the other day, he's got a very unique combination of humility and confidence that goes a long way for his position. And certainly as a rookie stepping in here with a lot of pressure on himself, and he's taken that with stride, and there's no fear of competition. There's no fear of getting out there and going for it. And that certainly has showed in the way that he's progressed all camp.
Mike, with the little one arriving in the middle of the camp, did it get you out of the team hotel a little early? And how are things going there?
It did. My wife and I have, battling no sleep and all that kind of stuff. But it's been a lot of fun. He's great. My son Tripp has been awesome in the last 9 days since we've had him. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good.
And he's, it's been awesome. We're doing a great job. My wife has been an absolute rock star, not only these last 10 days, but certainly the entire time that I've known her. But it just makes you that much more appreciative for the partner that you pick, that's for sure.
A couple more from Mike.
Mike, you guys sort of understand or know Devon Bailey, the rookie receiver, his age?
Yeah, he's a little older than a typical rookie, right?
He and Zach Allen are the same age.
Okay.
Is that odd to you? Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it before. I certainly, with the Mormon religion and stuff like that, that's been something that I've seen before. I haven't seen it too often, but he certainly has come in here and not acted like a rookie. He's acted probably closer to his age. He's done a great job for us, and he's stepped up in a lot of ways, and he's making plays all over the field, and we're very, very excited for him.
Do you feel that maturity in some ways?
I think so. And certainly with how long these kids are staying in college now, they better be mature when they get in here, So, he certainly is. He's been great. He's been unbelievable at working and understanding his role in his playbook, and that's why he's going to continue to get opportunities. Coach Sanford.
Congrats on Tripp.
Thank you.
Congrats on life.
Thank you.
Seeing you.
Yeah.
Hey, I know how much pride you personally take in the unit, the offensive line unit, having 4 or 5 returning starters back together. What do you guys think you could be? I mean, can you be a team that this fully relies upon to win football games when counted on?
I think that's what we're hoping for, and that's certainly the goal. I think we're on the right track. Obviously, we've played a lot of football together, and we certainly have guys that are very experienced as we've continued to go through this. And I think our talent level is really high. It's just that matter of continuing to work together to believe and certainly take control of this football team. I think that's something that we believe in, upstairs believes in, that a culture and a team should permeate through the offensive line, and we take a lot of pride in that. It starts with your individual job first, and you got to be the best at what you do and confident in what you do. And like every other position, you just keep growing with the reps, and that confidence comes. And I think we've had a lot of success together, and we're going to hopefully continue to build on that.
Mike, last one, Mike. You guys didn't have a lot of rushing touchdowns from running backs last year, so I know it's only preseason, but how good is it when you see 3 rushing touchdowns in short yardage from those guys?
It's definitely encouraging. We have a lot of talented running backs, and I think our running game is going to do a lot of great things for us, and certainly that's something that we want to be able to rely on, and certainly something that should be a calling card is short yardage rushing touchdowns. And I hope that continues and that trend continues to skyrocket here.
All right, Mike.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.